Welcome all, and I'm taking you to some other place apart from exercise or how we can do exercise in a different way. So I'll just share my screen and then we will start. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So, how through recreation and relaxation we can improve our bone health? We have heard about exercise and it's important because that's a gist which is in our hands that we can work with. But how we can achieve healthy bones? So we want these bones to be strong. And how can we do this? And we know that today's life and with this pandemic and so many other things, what is happening? That we have so much of a stress. Okay. So stress, when it happens for a short time, our body releases a hormone, it's cortisol. And this cortisol helps to work against the stress and we become normalized. Unfortunately, for many of us, and these days, it becomes chronic. Day in and day out, it's just not getting reduced. So this cortisol start working against it, and one of its disadvantage with chronic stress, with the release of the hormones, is the bones and affection of bones. So they become weaker with a continuous stress. So how can we naturally have a healthy bone? We will go through a few interesting ideas. And I think after just going through this, you can think what is best solution for you. Because we want to get away from stress and we want to enjoy our life. So when we are going to say about exercise, and since this building up of a bone is a continuous process, so we can't say we will stop doing the exercise because it's again a change that if we stop in few months or few weeks, it's going to get back. So we need to do it continuous. So if anything we have to do continuous and lifelong, we need to make it interesting, isn't it? So I would feel okay, I would love to exercise, and afterwards it happens to many of us that we will start and then we end and we stop. So I would say that we can make it more interesting and a fun way. So for this, we need to be involved in it. We can have various modes of meditation and also relaxation training in various forms are available. So when we say mind body therapy, there are so many art forms where our mind is going to work for. And hence I would suggest a few things. Along with this, there is yogasan and pranayam. So uh, Apurva sir has explained about all the yogasans in a cycle, Surya Namaskar. Along with it, there is one more way, which is pranayam, and it's very, very important to do some form of a breathing exercise. And pranayam is one of the form of breathing exercise because when we are under stress, our breathing becomes fast and it remains fast. So when the stress goes away, it should come down, but that doesn't happen. So to bring it down, we can make use of three pranayams. One of it is Anulom Vilom. Another one is Ujjayi Pranayam, which is going to work for the thyroid hormone. So we need to get a training for pranayam also. Looking at some body on TV, I don't think we should do because even for Ujjayi, we have a specific way how we do it and Kapalbhati. Because people just say Kapalbhati, just take strong breath and breathe out. So never forget about pelvic floor muscles. So all women must think about tightening the pelvic floor whenever we are going to do any exercise. So these three are pranayam. Just think about it. We can go into details about it, but we'll have another session perhaps and get trained for this. But never forget that we need to get involved in any of this. And this pranayam we can do anytime, whenever we are working at kitchen, whenever we are waiting for someone, so on and so forth. So there is no specific time that we need to do, but at least once or twice a day, think about how the respiration control is. Going back to how we can say about all activities, whenever we are doing any activity, and gardening is one of it. So we should have a small kitchen garden, we can have a balcony garden, we can have a large garden. So we get involved. There is a good oxygenation when we are there with the plants, we care for it. So always remember, when we are caring someone, we also get back a lot of things. So never forget, exercise can be done in a fun way, and we can be fit. When we are fit, we can do all this, or when we do, we'll remain fit. It goes either way. Going further, and I love this, and I love singing, and I feel there's nobody who would not like singing. We can just listen to the music, which many of us do. That also has an impact on our psychology, but I would suggest, as an exercise, do start singing. And we do hear TV. At least I feel every one of us, at least half an hour we spend. So, or we are just having the headphones. If there are people around, we just listen. But now I would encourage everyone to sing, and sing individually or in a group or with your family. Children love music. So we can make use of it while a play activity. We can just have very lovely songs with young children. Tap tap padti angavarti prajaktachi phule. So there are beautiful songs. While singing is a good exercise for our lungs. And we know that we need oxygenation in a good supply. So use the singing as a powerful tool for doing breathing exercise, because apart from pranayama, this is a natural way how breathing can be. So our voice can become better. That's another way. We can enjoy. It's the mind and soul. So our soul will experience, and we can use any type of a music. Again, I had a paper like pelvic floor muscle activation during singing. So try doing that, singing bhajan, try activating the pelvic floor, and you will feel that your voice will change. Everything changes when we start using this core from down under. So use singing as a tool, as a form of exercise and fun. And we can change the type of music and have this. Next, the lovely art form is dance therapy. And I feel in a program I heard like, okay, jab tak hai jaan, jaane jahan, main nachungi. Hema Malini had said. And I said, yes, that becomes true for many of us. We may not be professional dancers, we need not be. But having simple steps, this rhythm, music, and it is a weight bearing form. We need not have a very severe going down completely and coming, or we need not be a very dancer as such to perform this. We can have simple steps. So put on the music, how you feel like. It will be a bed bearing right from head to toe. All our joints are going to move. All the muscles our body are going to work on it. So once we have knowing about the exercise, use the form of dance. So use this dance, use the music as a therapy. So that will be very interesting form. You can sing along while you're dancing, or you can listen to music while you're doing, be into it. Once we are in it, we forget about our stress. So this is going to be a real fun way that will be for mind, body, and soul. At the same time, getting good bone health. Apart from this lovely way, being in water, aquatic therapy or hydrotherapy, it's lovely way, form of exercise. We can do our workout in the water, or we can just have swimming if we have learned. If we have not, use the floats and can enter into water, or can use a relaxation in water. I would suggest, we know that there are seasonal change. And since we need to do this year around, whole year around, see for what what is what is going to be the problem is it can be, sorry, 1 minute. Yeah. So if it is season, we can go with it. Change the form of exercise. Change the form of exercise with the seasons. Change the form of exercise with the art. And with swimming, we can have exercise for our lungs. We can have exercise for our body, as well as we can have relaxation. So music, dance, water therapy, all this. It's fun way, it's recreation, and you will feel that you are a different person. So you can change the way you can. We can have a group therapy for singing, for dancing, for going around. So never forget, whenever we are saying we feel tension and bored, we can have a group of people who are going to help us in doing exercise. It can be our family. So it can be anyone, the friends, family, a mother, daughter, we can love that in groups. And the children will say, oh, we have forgotten our exercise. Come on, let's dance, let's sing, let's perform. So about 10 or 15 minutes a day, it will be a lovely experience for us all. And as Sona has said, Sona madam, that yes, we need to be with nature. So whenever we are going to see, we can have various forms and going out in nature. There we can go for walking, we can do cycling, we can have skates, we can have so many different forms. So it's going to make an impact. Of course, for pandemic, it's slightly difficult scenario, but we soon this is going to get over. Now we always say how far to walk, how much to walk, how much walking is good for us. Somebody will say, oh, 20 minutes, or somebody will say, oh, I walk for half an hour, 1 hour, and whatnot, so on and so forth. So we can think about how we can use this in the nature. We can start going with 6 minutes to 12 minutes. What I would suggest, mark a distance at 6 minutes, come back and increase this distance and see what happens. Go to 12 minutes max. So in 12 minutes is a good time to walk. Some people say I walk for half an hour, 1 hour, but then going for a walk only if you're going to do, that's okay. But if you have 12 minutes, the distance can change so that the speed. So the speed of walking is going to give us a good exercise. So I would say use various forms, use your own ideas and recreate yourself, because we know that there is a stress. We need to relieve this stress and get away from those hormones. So once we know which exercises, we can all perform that in various forms. So make use of pranayam, make use of music, make use as a dance form, or go for a walk or a swim. Can go for jogging, skating, and so on and so forth. So it's wonderful way we can have this exercise and do it for lifelong. It will be never boring exercise and have fun. So have a relaxing day. Thank you.